and welcome back to my live Monday night live, like literally Monday night, because it is almost 10 p.m. Which, yeah, those of you that are in the UK, I know we shouldn't complain, but yeah, a heat wave has hit the UK. So I think sometimes with the heat, it's quite tiring. So I think once I've settled the children, I just need to come on the live rather than go upstairs, do a bit doom scrolling and almost nod off. But let's see if anyone's awake. Hi, Motivation. Can you hear me okay? Hello, everyone. How are you all today? Good, Motivation. It's a bit of a late one, isn't it? Hopefully you can hear me. Hey, George. How are you doing? Oh, good. I'm glad. I was saying, I don't know how you guys are coping. Actually, I don't know if George is back yet. But yeah, with the heat, I'm finding I'm getting a bit tired. So I should have really come on about an hour ago, but I settled the kids, well, my last one. And then I was on the bed just scrolling a bit, and I'm like, you need to get up and do your live. So George says, hey y'all, motivation perfectly clear. George says, I'm off to America in 3 weeks. Are you, George? Oh, George, we're going to miss you. 3 weeks. Okay, what part of America are you going to? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm excited for you. Are you going to see family or is it part of business? Motivation saying it is absolutely boiling. Motivation, I heard tomorrow it's gonna be, if we thought the last few days was really boiling, well, tomorrow is just like all I saw on my phone was severe weather warning. So yeah, stay hydrated, people. So George says, yes, I'm back in Kent, staying at stop 24. And then George is saying again, off to Florida Disney. Oh, Florida's beautiful. George, my dad, when he was alive, lived in Florida. I think the area he lived in was called Dade City, Dade. And so, yeah, I've been to Disney. He took me to Disney. It was lovely. Yeah, some good memories there. So enjoy yourself. So George says, I may still be able to come on live. That'd be lovely, but you may also, the time difference as well. Oh, hang on. Actually, we're ahead, aren't we? By 5 or 6 hours. So, yeah, if you're free, that would be good. I'm excited for you. Motivation said, how was your day, Sim? Good. It's been good, actually. A little bit long. So basically, on a Monday, I like to go to the gym because I don't work on Monday and Tuesday. So I like to go to the gym. But I like to spend at least a minimum of 40 minutes at the gym. Please like the live if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, back to Motivation's question. I only spent 25 minutes in the gym, which I wasn't too happy about. But I basically got my hair twisted. But when I had left to meet with the hairdresser, she called to say, like, I was 10 minutes away from the salon at this point. She basically said, there's a trespass. I don't know what happened, guys. Am I okay now? Is it still a black screen? Oh, thank goodness. I'm not talking. Guys, I've never experienced that before. I wonder if it's because I said the T words. Anyway, there was an issue with the train. I won't go into any details then. And basically, she was only able to meet me about 2.5 hours later. So I was doing little bits and bobs, but yeah. So thank you. It's been a long day. I did a bit of walking, but I feel a bit tired. But it's lovely to see you guys. What have I missed now? Is that Garu? Welcome. George says no emojis tonight. Interesting. George, when you could see the emojis last time, was I in the garden house, do you remember, or was I in the conservatory? I wonder if it depends on my location. Um, is that Ngaru? I like your hair. It's so neat to start with. Thank you so much. It is very fresh as of a few hours ago. It does feel a bit tender to touch, but I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. George is talking about anyone else frozen. Back. It's gone back. Gone back. Back. Good. It's okay. T word. Yeah, basically, just before it cut off, um, you know how trains can get disrupted if an incident happens, but there's a terminology, like there's a term that they use. I just said it and then it cut off, so I don't know if, but YouTube was like, "Oh, your life's been disrupted." Never happened before, so that's what I thought. Um, Garu says, "Where you at?" Country wise, I'm in England. And I'm in a garden house, my garden house at the end of our garden. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? Wonder this. Oh my goodness, George has got straight into the politics. George says Keir Starmer, um, the W resigns. So what's HGV? Sorry, George, break that down. Will be better. Yes, do you know what, George? I don't know how, how things come out a few hours before. So I think on Sunday, I was seeing some stuff that was saying, yep, Keir Starmer's due to basically resign on Monday. And I was like, no way. Yeah, I mean, funny, my hairdresser, well, both hairdressers were like, oh, I feel sad for him. But yeah, he's the most unpopular prime minister. And yeah. So who do you think will be oh, what is his name? That was only sworn in as MP today. I'm hearing mixed reviews about him, to be honest. Conserv conservative. Oh, conservatory. Oh, so maybe okay. But then I've just seen some hearts go up. Wes Streeting has better policies than Starmer. But what's the other? Oh, there's another guy. They call him the Northern. Is it Andy? Is there someone called Andy? Am I making it up? Sorry, I'm not great with. There you go, George. Andy Burnham. That's it. But I was just watching something where the people were saying actually, if Andy gets it, then he's gonna be worse than Starmer. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just that is what, seven? Did they say seven prime ministers in the last 10 years? Ridiculous. We need stability. So, Ngaru says, wow, that's great. I'm watching from Kenya. Thank you. Honestly, can I just say, um, I get so many, obviously, other than my lovely community from this country, but I get so much support from Kenyans. So I hope you can stick around. And as I said, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. How are things where you are in Kenya? Um, some motivation said still won't be voting Labour. um, George, heavy goods vehicle. And then George says 6 weeks ago, everyone said he was resigning, but didn't happen. I think the pressure let me not say I think. The pressure basically got to him. I think when you haven't got the backing from your own party, there's one thing to be criticised from the opposition or from Nigel's, or from the Green Party, but when it's internal, yeah, that's another level. Um, okay, so I read that part where George is telling me it's Andy, the Northern King. Oh, George, you're so wise beyond your years. Same horse, different jockey. Wow. I'm actually gonna have to use that in a meeting. It'll be sorry, guys. You know when I'm in this garden house and where the cat loves to stay in here, you're gonna see me doing all this. I'll try not to though. I love that saying. Same horse, different jockey. I need to write this down. George, do me a favour. Please put it under one of my videos. Other people coming in will be like, why has George put that? But we know. Auntie D TV. Woo! Is this my first live you're joining? Everyone say hi to Auntie D. She is lovely. She's so supportive now and again throughout the day. Gosh, I'm just shining, guys. It's so hot in here. I will see Auntie D go on live, and she's always given the best advice about how to grow your YouTube channel. Auntie D, I'm getting there. I haven't quite. I know you were saying to go live every day. I'm not quite there, but twice a week for now. But yeah, welcome. How are you? Oh my gosh, guys, I think I need a fan. I think the fan over there is it's so hot. That's what I'm saying. In this wooden cabin, it doesn't regulate heat very well. In the winter, it's freezing, and in the summer, it's boiling hot. So motivation said I prefer Andy Burnham to Wes, but I don't like either of them. Motivation's like I prefer him to them, but actually I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Wes. I don't know. I don't know. And it shouldn't be about um the most charming or anything like that. At the end of the day, you want a politician that goes in and says what they're gonna, do what they say they're gonna do. Not all of this talk, talk, talk business, which, to be honest, a lot of them do actually do. So George says Labour failed us, Tories failed us for 14 years, but kept getting votes. Sorry, but kept getting voted in. Labour to do 14 years like Tories. George, I tell you what, this Labour government, please don't cut me off YouTube, it's just my opinion. This Labour government is not like the Labour government I remember growing up with. It used to be for the people, for the working class. Now it's just like making cuts here, making cuts there, the elderly, the vulnerable, the disabled. I know some people will say, well, he has done a lot, but it's so hard to sometimes see names. The ones in blue I can see. Is it Isaac? How's it going out there? From Zimbabwe? Is that Zambia? Sorry, I almost said the wrong one. Zambia, welcome from Zambia, Isaac. Oh, it's so lovely. I think you might be the first person from Zambia that's joined. I'm good, thank you. I am from London, England. My name is Sim. My channel is, please like the live, guys. Let's try and get to 10 likes at least. So my channel is about raising awareness on special educational needs and disability. You wouldn't think it coming into the chat because me and my lovely community are talking about politics, but I go live twice a week, Monday and Thursday, and we just have a chilled, lovely vibe time, basically. But yeah, I do speak about disability, I do speak about medical conditions, and I do speak about mental health. So to me, I try not make it too heavy about disability on my lives unless someone wants to talk about their own journey or challenges, because I guess it's more about the mental health, really, which suits my community and everyone else coming in. So if you haven't told me, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. Yeah, I'd love to get to know you. So George says Labour. Oh my gosh, George, I can't say that. Well, put it this way, guys, for those that might be watching the replay, George has put a certain emoji that looks brown, so you can work that out. So Labour is Greens, Lib Dems, Restore, Reform, Conservative. Oh, no bias here. Oh, George, you like the Conservatives? Do you know what? A few people. So Kemi, I see a few comments now that people seem to be warming to her, but can you see her as prime minister at all, or do you think she's just a good leader for now, and then they'll get someone else that kind of fits the narrative? If you know what I mean by that. Nagaru says it's midnight past 7 minutes, but everything is all fine here. Oh my goodness. I was going to say you're up late, like I'm acting like I don't stay up that late sometimes, but oh, that's so good. So you've had a good day? Do you mind telling me, do you, because I can never, listen, I've got children at school who have subscribed to me. I've got adults in their 60s, honestly. So are you at school? Are you at college? Do you work? Are you an adult? You know, let me know. Motivation said, it was sad seeing Starmer leave, if I'm honest, because you could see how sad he was near the end of his speech. Still glad he's gone though. Oh my gosh, you lot crack me up. Yeah, to be honest, he's been described as robotic a lot of the times, and there's been a disconnect with how people have kind of found him a little bit emotionless until today's speech. That is the most emotion I've seen from him, and I agree with you. It was quite sad to see, but yeah, onwards and upwards, I guess. Auntie D says, lovely hairstyle. Thank you so much. Yes, I text Auntie D um, while I was, well, not text, like when you were live, I was messaging you to say, I'm in the hairdressers. So Auntie D was saying, put your cap, put it on live. I'm thinking, my hair is a state. One day I'll get like that, because I see some people would just put their YouTube on at any point. The only time they're not doing, like putting it on live, is when they use the bathroom or the toilet. But other than that, it's on. I'll forget it's on, and then I'll be rambling about something. But thank you so much. And sorry, when I was messaging you, Auntie D, you would have seen I went silent because my work colleague called me. So yeah. George says, Sim, you got to say credits by my same lorry, different driver. Same lorry. I love the other one. George, please don't forget. What is it? Different jockey, same horse. However you wrote it, please put it on my thing. I'm literally going to screenshot it. And I'll be in a meeting with service managers and stuff, and they'll be like, Simone, what are your thoughts? And I'm just going to quote that, and they'll be like, what's that got to do with what we're talking about? And then I'll be like, quoted by George from Kent, age 14. Like free, happy to be here. Oh, okay, thank you. Try going on every day looking good. I think I'd burn myself out, I'll be honest. Like, yeah, although like there's times when I do miss my community, Auntie D, I really do. But when I've gone on other days, because I don't know how to explain it. I've been on, when I first went on YouTube, sorry, when I first started to go live, which was the end of January, I didn't have a consistent day. So there was times I was going on a Tuesday, there was times I was going on a Friday. Friday's a bit live actually. There's a lot of people I get from, say, abroad and stuff. But yeah, I guess I just need to try, and I don't know. I don't think I can do every day though. And then I'm like, where's my community? Oh yeah, they think it's not Monday or Thursday. But yeah, I guess it's about putting myself out there and stuff. But there just never seems to be a good time. There never, even when I'm thinking, oh, I go live now. So hot, guys. And then it's like, oh no, got to pick up my son. And I don't always want my children on the live anyway. I know they would love to be on it. Auntie D, try go. Oh yeah, I've read that. So motivation says reform is untrustworthy. Say it for the people at the back. Say it louder. Green is wrong. although Zach, no, and this is why I've got to be careful. It is George. Don't have a go at me. I know it is about reading about the policies and not about the charisma. Green is wrong. Labour is, just for the people watching the replay. He, like George, he's put a brown thing emoji on there. Oh my gosh, why is this cat back here? Do you know what? I left him in the conservatory. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Sorry, this is so annoying. So that means my husband let him out, knowing that I was in the garden house. And as let's try and ignore it, guys. I know he's gonna try and jump up. Levi, please, can you just? This is just. Do you know what? This gets on my nerves so much. Why would my husband let him out, knowing that he's gonna come in here and cry like a baby? You've just been fed. Sorry, guys. That's why I can't go live every day, because I'll be moaning about the cat. Restore looks like the only way in my is. Sorry, am I late? Sorry, I've been reading about restore. Guys, is there actually? I didn't know that. I saw George wrote it, and I'm thinking, what does he mean restore? I just thought, oh, restore. George has put. Nah, guys, I've got to get rid of this cat. One sec, guys. Bear with me, guys. Say hi, Levi. Guys, I'll be back. I can't. Because his fur's going to be everywhere. And he's going to be annoying. Is anyone still there? Sorry about that. Whew. Where are we? Actually, I don't know if my husband did take him out because there was a window, 3 windows open. He probably got through there. So restore are just our right racist now. I need to check out this restore. George, it depends. Sometimes some restore voters are, some aren't. What? George Kemi Badenoch has apologised for failure of them and wants to set up a whole different conservative. Okay. I hate reform, Motivation says, because of what they said about people with hidden disabilities. Exactly. And plenty more I can say. George says Rupert is racist. His voters are voting to be racist. I am, gosh, surprised YouTube hasn't cut me. It is what it is. I am not saying flying the flag is wrong. We fly a flag on the back of our lorry. We fly one on a little screen in the window too. Fair enough, George. Fair enough. You see, close to where I live, there's a flag on every pole. My friend George in a little town, he is politics too. George says, my dad did a 1 minute on the horn for him resigning. He did a 1 minute. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Motivation, perfect, George. George, chemistry for PM, yeah. George, he's just a bad word. Motivation, restore has no chance for the next general election. It's between Conservatives and Reform. Scary, really. I just hope it's not Reform, mate. Believe me. People are just like, this is what I don't get. Because he's got the gift of the gab and people like him And then you've got even families that have disabled kids voting, and then they don't even know what his policy on that is. Like, anyway. George is same horse, different jockey. Thank you. Nagaru, my day has been great. I was just passing by this shorts and I saw you probably thought it's the right call to hang out a bit, get to know you. How are you? Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased you did. I try and be quite chilled. Of course, I watch other people's lives, and each to their own. But I love the engagement. There's times when I might say hello to people on their live. I mean, sometimes they've got like over 100 people in the chat, they can't keep up. But other times there might be me and two others, and they're like, "Hello." There was a lady. There was a lady the other day. What was she talking about? She goes, "Hello, talk." She couldn't obviously hear me. I was like, SimSENDTalk? About hello talk. And then she just put her head down and continued reading. So I said, am I doing too much for my lives? Should I just be like, hello, George? And just stare off into space or something? I don't know. I won't change, guys. So, where are we? George from the world. Zach is a George. I'm not going to say that. Was it like 10,000 amounts? Agree, George. Motivation says, Motivation Restore Britain is a new party started by Rupert Lowe. Do you know what I love about you guys? You really educate me. Like, I thought I knew about all the parties. Thank you very much, Motivation. His main policy is involving illegal immigrants. So basically, what's the difference between them and that? Just seems like the buzzword now, isn't it? I thought reform was on that, and the Tories. He also wants. Oh, does he? Okay, after this, guys, I'm going to do a bit of research on that. Wow. So how many have they got in their party? Okay, I can just Google that. George, 100% not being rude, but Levi, shut up. Your mum is trying to work. George, that's fine. Because he's too... I really got that cat because of my son. And all right, I was missing having my own cat as well, but he's well needy. Okay. George is putting Rupert low. George Restore is more strong than... Really? Now I need to do some research. You're going to get me going down some sort of rabbit hole. I'll be like, oh, it's 4 a.m. Didn't even realise because I was trying to work out who this Restore is. So you've got Reform and Restore. I bet Nigel doesn't like that. Be getting all mixed up with the R's, innit? And then you accidentally vote for the... Well, I won't accidentally vote for the wrong ones. But it's also confusing, guys. Everyone makes so many promises and then they get in and then it's almost like, do what we want. But yeah, I was watching... Is it called the Daily Express? Like the actual YouTube channel, not like, yeah. And they were saying that Andy guy... I know I said it earlier, didn't I? They said he's going to be worse. But who knows? And he wants about 3 months to get some ideas. We ain't got 3 months, mate. And if he's going to be ahead, right, he'll probably start quite soon, maybe in July. But if there's going to be a few of them, I don't think Wes is competing now, is he? Sounds like a race. Technically he is. Then it'll be September. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing, Sarah? Please like the live if you haven't already. How are you, Sarah? How are you doing? Motivation said illegal immigrants are people who sneak into the country on dinghies without... Lord, what am I reading? Okay, Motivation. on thingies without permission and stay. Legal immigrants are people who apply for visas and are willing to integrate into society. Restore is a lot stronger on their policies about illegal immigration than Reform. I understand that motivation. The thing is, you've got those really racist people. I don't know if I'm, you know how YouTube is. They get all offended if you say the R word, but let's just call it what it is. You've got the right wingers who are very much like jumping on the bandwagon of you're all in the same category. Do you know what I mean? So like if something, let's be real, let's look at the narrative. If something goes wrong and it's a or brown person, then it's because of the illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, someone like myself was born in this country, but then, at first glance, people are not going to know whether I'm legal or legal or illegal. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to talk about that baby. I was going to mention something, but no, that's just too heartbreaking. Anyway, let's get back to it. So Georgia says, if you're like a Muslim or Jew or different religion to Christianity, then he wants you gone. Who wants you gone? Is it Restore? I'm getting so mixed up between these two leaders now. They'll probably join together. You're brown gone, you're back gone. Oh, black, yeah. If you're not, what? Yes, that's what I'm saying, George. Basically, like, that's what I'm... George, I should have just read that message before I even just did my own little monologue. Sarah, I'm good. I'm at my mum's. Hi, Justin. Tell her I said hi. Oh, that's good, Sarah. I hope everyone's doing well. Sarah, you just missed the cat. He just embarrassed me again. Like, constantly just jumping through the window, making me jump. So Motivation said, George, read his policies again. You've read them completely wrong. All right, Motivation, I'll read them as well. And then it'll be like, Simone, get back to your own country because you don't look like us. I'm sorry. Do you know what? Did I ever share with you guys? When I was younger, about 11, I went to Jamaica. So that's where my parents are from. And just minding my own business, trying to sort of like not stand out too much like a foreigner because they can tell by the clothes you're wearing. And so next minute I hear, English girl, go back to your own country. I was like, excuse me? How dare you? That's what they're trying to say over there. Oh, Sarah's saying you have those here too. Sarah, they're everywhere. Let's be honest. They're everywhere. And I feel like where, you've got Trump in America and how outspoken he is about certain things, people feel very comfortable now. George, Restore have a lot in common with 1940s Germany. That's all you have to say, George. Thank you very much. Motivation, the far right are horrible people. The far left are very horrible people also. Okay. George, Motivation, no, I have read from his first, 463 policies. George is on my mate. George, you need to, you're going to end up being an MP, I reckon. And you'll be like ripping up all the historical policies and be like, right, guys, listen to me. I'm someone that got exposed to a lot of stuff that, not positive stuff that my own peers haven't. You're very knowledgeable, honestly. And if you don't end up going into politician, then you could be a politics teacher. I would listen. So first 463 policies, they're all corrupt and far right. Aslam, hello, how are you? You have soft black hair. Thank you. There is a little bit of what color is this? I don't know if it's like blonde, yellow, whatever. Thank you so much. Where are you watching from? I think the recent immigrants, not all cause disturbance. That gives a name to rest, and some who migrated, they don't work or do anything. And also, Sarah, if some of the migrants who are working hard were to leave and go back to where they came from, those jobs wouldn't be picked up either. But I get the point you're making. Aslam, how lucky I am to have you. With you, everything beautiful in my life is complete. Wow. Welcome to the live. That is a strong, bold statement. How are you doing? If you haven't liked, please like. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. You know, what would be nice, guys, by the end of, let's just say this time next week, I'd like to at least cross the threshold of 700 subscribers. This has been a little bit slower because I don't know why. I don't know why. Because previous months there was more at one time and now. But anyway, I'm building back up, guys. Thank you, Aslam. So Sarah says, well, my mum's cat woke my mum up this morning to show the mouse he killed. Stop it. Oh my gosh, was that the mouse in the house? See what I did there? I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. What the? I want you to stay up with me. Wait, let me just, Aslam, look, just to let you know, I don't think my husband would approve of this. Throughout my long night to save me from is this Chat GPT? And to guide me on the paths of thank you, George. George is like, forget this. George is like, you know what, Smo? Don't even bother reading it. Yeah, wow. George is a no nonsense mod. Who is this? Because I can't say it properly. Oh, George. I hate the illegals, and if they don't want to commit to society, then off. But the ones that do, fair play. But the fact illegals, and they should face, well, something not. The same thing basically others do, but I hear you. I hear you. Not good. No, it's not good. Bye, Sim. I'm off to bed. Thank you, motivation. We'll catch up soon, hopefully. Guys, if you haven't liked my live already, please like my live. My name is Sim, short for SimSENDTalk. And motivation is saying bye, George. Sleep well. And my channel is about raising awareness on disabilities, medical conditions, and mental health. Don't know if you haven't done so already, check out my page, my channel, should I say. And I have recently done an interview with another lady called Simone, and she was sharing about her journey having a disorder basically called sickle cell. And sickle cell is predominantly, I would say, although she did mention there are now Caucasian people getting it, it's predominantly with the black community. And you see how our blood platelets are like circular, and when it flows around our body with ease. Oh no, my battery's dying, guys. I'll just hurry up. But yeah, so our platelets sort of flow through our body with ease. When you've got sickle cell, it's almost like a moon shape. I can't quite do a moon shape. So as they're flowing around our body, they get trapped in certain areas, which causes a sickle cell crisis, and it's very painful. And for the longest time, people were seen as drug seekers coming into the hospital, but really they were in a lot of pain. So yeah, she shares her story, and not only does she share her story as a sickle cell warrior, but she's now advocating for the sickle cell community. So please give that a watch. And there are so many other interviews as well that is under my playlist, especially if you don't want to scroll through my entire channel and the content, which I've been doing for 4 years now. So 4 years, but been more consistent in the last few months. And I've got to say, I'm kept motivated by my wonderful community here. Everyone's saying bye to George. Is that Chris? I mean, hi, how are you? Where are you watching from? Please like my live. Please subscribe. George is saying, hopefully I can sleep in extreme heat by. I hope so. Honestly, if there's do you know what? I think George is gone. But I find when it's this hot, a fan doesn't always help because it just circulates the air that's already there. But was it last year or the year before? I've got these lovely little, probably this size, AC boxes with a USB which you just plug in. You add a bit of water, you feel great. You feel great. So don't suffer at night time, guys. Honestly. And please stay protected. If you don't have to be out in the sun, stay at home. If you are going out, put your suntan lotion on or put your hat on. But yeah, I don't want it to die like it's done before in the past, guys. But I'm just keeping an eye on the charge, really. George says, we'll tell you Thursday why we don't have... have them AC boxes. Yeah, please tell me. All right, George. There's me like thinking, should I unplug my son's one? Yeah, let me know then. All right. But take care, George. As I said, you got a lot of knowledge there, and when I get off, I will definitely have a look at this restore. I'm just like, wow. There's me thinking I was up to date. But yeah, hope you're all well, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish I'd charged my phone properly before because I could have been on a bit longer. The healing table. Hi, Fran. How are you? I'm not going just yet, but yeah, now you're here. No, I'm joking. No, my battery's really low, but I've still got a bit of, charge left. How have you been, my love? Every time, honestly, leading up to me going live, I'm just like so tired, especially with this heat. Fran, how are you dealing with the heat? Hey. But I forgot what I was gonna say now. All good here, ready for tomorrow's heat. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna be visiting my aunt tomorrow. So as some of you know, my dad passed away in 2011, but he leaves behind 3 sisters, one in America, one in Jamaica, and one not too far from here. So in Essex. So I'll be visiting the one in Essex. Love to see the other 2, but you need money to fly. Yeah, she's in her late 80s and she's doing really well. So yeah, I'm going to see her tomorrow. Go with my siblings to visit her. And then I think I'll just come back and just chill out a bit. Motivation. My mum wanted to vote Green until my family showed her the policies they had. I need to read it. I'll be honest, motivation, because yeah, I need to stop getting carried away by the charm and the charisma. And yeah, you think back in the day, Green Party was like, let's save the earth, let's save this, that. I'm thinking it's not such a bad thing, but I need to read policies. I need to get better at reading policies and not just taking people at face value. Francis, loving the hair. Thank you so much, Fran. Literally got it done today. Although I thought at some point my hairdresser was not going to arrive on time because there was an incident with the trains but she got to me 2.5 hours later. So thankfully I didn't have to rush and pick up the children. But yeah, it's practical. My sister was saying, why don't you try crochet? But I've never had it, and I just feel like I can just tie this up and it's out of the way. Green policies require too much money. The amount they need would only be acquired by higher taxes. Wow. Okay. Which it would impact us again. Oh, I love that, Fran. Polly tricks are crazy. Please read all policies, definitely. Honestly, there's so much to read, Fran, and I'd admit it, guys, I'm not someone, like some people can say they go on holiday and they sit down and they enjoy reading a book. I actually like doing activities and keeping busy. But I know reading, yeah, I need to do it. Even some of the send documents, I'm just like, where do I start? But I hear you. So motivation says a lot higher taxes. Okay, yeah. We don't want that motivation. Hi, Ronan. I thought you were at the cinema. Hey, not here long, but need to say hi. Oh, thank you so much. Ronan, I want to ask you something before you go. That lovely email that you sent me yesterday, right? What I did, I'll be honest, I hid your name, and the last paragraph where you were just bigging me up, which was so lovely, I put on my WhatsApp. Can I please put that little section at the bottom, and I can blot your name out and all your family's name, and post it on my YouTube? I didn't want to do it without your consent. It was so encouraging. So if possible, I'd love to do that. If not, I won't. Hi, Ronan from Motivation. And Ronan saying hi back. Sure, I don't mind. Oh, brilliant. Do you want me to say this is from you, or you don't mind? I think it's lovely. Honestly, I've got the best supporters. You I will never take you guys for granted. You keep me going. The friend saying off I go to your WhatsApp. I don't know if it's still there because it might have been over 24 hours now. Yeah, I think it is over 24 hours because as soon as I read it, sorry Ronan, I read it, got excited, and then posted that little screenshot. And I was like, I've not even responded yet, but I will. I always do. Ronan, the movie's in 10 minutes, and also you can just say my name. Yay! Thank you. Oh my gosh, even Alex is coming on now. Sim still at training center last week. Just up. This is test night. Oh, you know what, Alex? I can't wait for you to finish so that you can be in the lives at the start. I know actually you do shifts as well, so let me not be too greedy, but it's always a pleasure to have you, Alex. Ronan, I think I'm more excited than the kids. Please let me know how it is after, Ronan, because I want to see it. Is it Toy Story 5? I want to see that. And then I'll be like, oh, the kids want to see it, but really I want to. Ronan says, good luck, Alex. Yes, okay, yeah. Thursday, let me know if you're able. Look at me all assuming that you're free. If you are free. If not, whenever you're next free, give me an update on how that is. Sarah says, hi, Ronan, did you change your... Sarah, he's always changing his photo, honestly. If he hadn't reminded me of like the week before last that he was actually Ronan, I'd be like, hi, Bailey, do you know what I mean? So Ronan says, Sophia is playing in the soft play right now. Guys, because you know what? It's so early in Alaska. Like I'm picturing soft play and it's nearly 11 o'clock, but of course it's not the same time there. Oh, she's going to love it. Motivation, definitely say if it was good, Ronan. Might have to invite Paige to watch it. Yeah, oh, that would be nice. Oh, yeah, also motivation, say hi to Paige when you next speak to her, which will probably be a text tonight. And send some apples and bananas her way, please. Alex says, I might not have job at what? I might not have job at the end of this sea on Friday. I hope you're joking. Where's that moth going? Go away. First, I'm attacked by that cat again, and then a moth's coming to attack me. Hope. Oh, Alex, thank you, Ronan. Oh, you're joking. Ronan says it's 1:47 here. Will do, Sim, from Motivation. Guys, thank you so much. I always get excited to see my lovely community, even if they check in towards the end. My battery's really low, so I'm going to say goodbye before it just cuts off abruptly and then there's no live highlight. I really hope that YouTube doesn't. If anything to do with Ronan is in that YouTube, then he 100% works for YouTube because he is just coming at the end, but for some reason, YouTube love him. So I'll just read the last one. Fran saying, stay hydrated, everyone. See you on Thursday, hopefully. Come on, Ghana. Listen, Fran, please let's not start nothing back and forth, please. I was trying to wind it down, as you can, as you've worked out, guys. The healing table, who is Fran, is Ghanaian, but I'll be watching that. Is that tomorrow night? Motivation. Good night, everyone. God bless. Sleep well. Ronan, you're welcome. Love you all. Sarah, goodbye, everyone. Ronan, I work for a company, but not for YouTube. Motivation. England's being Ghana tomorrow. Fran, what have you started? Whenever football talk starts, it just goes wrong. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm 57 soon. I'm not make this too old. Hey, you're gonna be better. You're gonna kick some butt, Alex. Don't worry about that. 57, please. The way you've been describing some of what you've got to do, I'm thinking some of these younger ones will. You are a role model, so you will keep the job as long as you want. Friends, haha, it's not coming home. Ronan, it is coming home for motivation. Guys, love you all. Take care. Bye.